to the Stephen Knight Show. Adam, how's it going?
It's going great, Steven. How are you guys?
Can't complain. I saw you out and about in the sun this weekend.
Yeah. It's good weather, and actually, yesterday was like spring weather, which is
Hmm.
odd at this point in June, but I'll take it.
Yeah, it was hot here. I actually got invited to a cookout with the pool and everything. Lived it up. It was nice. It was
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Yeah. All right.
Adam, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Adam. It from you're having so much fun on your Instagram. It looks like you're having what Chad Hanks calls a white boy summer.
I guess so. Is that what they're calling it? I call it. So I personally call it the summer of sweat because I'm going to be outside all summer. I'm going to sweat so much, but I'm not even going to care because I just want to be outside. So
Yes.
that's what I'm doing. I'll be sweating a lot, but I'll be outside.
I was like, someone texted me saying, you been out and about? Yes, I'm vaccinated. I miss my friends. I miss doing things. Yes, I'm out and about. But, I'll let y'all get started with movie reviews.
Sure thing. So I saw the big release for this weekend, which was In the Heights, and
Woo!
this is a musical by Lin-Manuel Miranda, starring actually a couple of actors that have been in Hamilton and In the Heights. Anthony Ramos, Corey Hawkins, who played Dr. Dre in Straight Outta Compton, and a lot of other good talented actors, and it follows the story of the Washington Heights neighborhood, and Anthony Ramos plays this bodega owner who's saving up his money. He wants to go back to buy his father's bar on the beach of the Dominican Republic. And of course, along this time period, a lot of things happen, and we get a lot of different musical numbers, a lot of great performances, and fun along the way. So, without going into too much other details, because it is a musical, there's a lot of singing. I liked it a lot. It was fun. I will say it is a little bit on the long side. I like my movies under 2 hours usually. This one was a little over that, so I was waiting for it to wrap up. But it's a musical, so this is to be expected. But yeah, it's fun. It's I think as I've heard, it's kind of the post COVID film because everyone's out and about and you get to see the streets of Washington Heights full of people and people moving around, and the dancing's really good, the music's really good, the outfits are really good. So it's on HBO Max, but I would recommend it. If you're into musicals, again, I will give you that caveat. If you're not into musicals, you probably won't like it, but if you're a musical fan, definitely check it out.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like it.
you saw it, Steven?
I saw it. So I started watching it on Friday, but I stopped it because one of my friends came by and I couldn't really pay attention.
Mhm.
So I watched half of it on Friday and the rest half on Saturday. I thought it was great. I mean, especially an ode to people who love New York and love that culture and
Hmm.
the Latin community, the bodegas, just that New York, that everyone loves. So
Hmm.
I thought it was really good. It was long. That's why I'm glad I broke it up. But but it was really good, and I'm glad it gave a platform for Latinx um, actors to have where they can perform. You know what I mean, and be represented and represent their culture. And
Yep.
they seem so proud in the music and their culture, and yeah. So I thought it was a very important movie, but also a really good movie too.
Nice. I actually saw that, and I'm a huge Anthony Ramirez fan because I think he's like super
Yeah.
talented. But I just couldn't bring myself to want to watch a musical. So I probably will get to it, but I have to be in the space to
Yep.
watch a musical.
That's fair.
He just got signed to a label, his first contract, by the way. His
He's
singing
super,
contract.
super talented.
Yeah, he can
He's
sing.
kind of, he reminds me, he's like, I hate to do this, but he's kind of like a Latin Wayne Brady. Like, I don't think that there's anything that he can't do.
Mhm. I first discovered him in She's Gotta Have It, Spike Lee, on
Hmm.
Netflix. That's how I
Yeah.
first found out about him. But yeah, he's super talented.
So the series Flat on Amazon is back. They have a new season. The first season they had about 6 episodes, and the series stars Anna Paquin as a PR rep for a small firm. And what they do is they cover up the mess from people in celebrity and sports and any high profile person. You can be in politics, they'll cover up your mess. especially when it's scandal. And they're scandalous themselves because each member of the PR team is dealing with their own demons. And the show follows them and their demons, and what they do for their clientele. The first season blew me away because it's a British-based show. Most of the actors are British, even though Anna Paquin is not, but she happens to be married to a person from abroad. If you remember her, she's from True Blood. She plays Suki. And Bill Compton, who was her love interest in that show, is her real life husband. And he's from across the pond. So basically, she went to go work across the pond. Please check out Flack. If you're into drama and a nice, quick series that's fulfilling with salaciousness, this is that. Second season comes way harder than the first. I highly recommend it. Such a good show. And it will leave you like, oh, check it
Nice.
out.
Okay.
Second thing I watched was a documentary called Seaspiracy, which is on Netflix. And it follows, well, the creator and director, Ali Tabrizi, basically started off following plastics in the ocean and what plastics were doing to our environment, being polluted in the ocean. But that morphed and it changed to something else. And he began to see a bigger conspiracy as it related to why the seas are dying and why there's global warming. And global warming is happening because of a chain of events. But the chain of events actually start with our seas.
Mm-hmm.
And we watch the show, it goes way beyond the plastics and they delve into commercial fishing and what commercial fishing is doing to the seas and the ocean. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. There were certain parts that had me tearing up as to the cruelty of the animals in the ocean and what they're doing to supply fish to us for food.
Mm-hmm.
I highly recommend it. Check it out. It's so educational. To the point, I reached out to Mr. Ali Tabrizi for him to be on the show. I'm still waiting to hear back, but I want him on the show to talk about his mission, what he's about, and to convey to people that global warming isn't about us just cutting down trees or us just doing pollution or putting toxins in the air. But the bigger focus are the oceans. The oceans are the biggest land, well, they're not land masses, but the biggest mass on this planet. They do so much more than people think that they do when they're ecologically sound. An ecologically sound waterway gives so much more to the earth than just water. I highly recommend it. Check it out, especially if you love documentaries. This is an investigative documentary that will change your mind.
Nice.
Check it out.
Speaking of oceans,
And I do think that he probably will win some awards from this. What
Okay.
you gonna say, Steven?
speaking of oceans, did you hear about that man that supposedly got swallowed up by a whale? But
Yeah.
Yes,
you know,
Guessing
the
now.
modern day Jonah.
there's someone saying that his story seems a little fishy.
Well, whale is not a fish.
Like a real like scientist kind of person saying his story seems a little fishy.
I don't know. I don't know.
Right.
So the last thing that I saw is a new series on Stars. It's not actually new anymore, but it's new. It was new to me. It's called Run the World. Run the World is the answer to Girlfriends. It's the answer to Sex in the City for us. It's the answer to Living Single, and it's going to be the answer to Insecure when it is off the air. Definitely check out Run the World because it's going to give you everything that you ever missed from any of those shows. It follows 4 women. The stars are Amber Stevens, Andrea Bordeaux, Brisha Webb, Corbin Reed, and we all know Erica Alexander as Cousin Pam from The Cosby Show and Maxine from Living Single. The producers from Living Single actually jumped over to do this show. It is on Stars. Check it out. It is everything that you ever want in that type of show.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah. I watched In the Heights. That was probably the biggest one that I watched. I did watch this other movie. It was Indian cast, but it was shot in South Africa. They were on vacation. I can't remember the name of it, but it was It was okay. But I like looking at people's cultures and different things. It was something I was going to ask you, Chike. Oh, you too, Adam. Did you watch the Friends reunion on HBO?
Yes,
Not yet, actually.
I did.
I watched it. I wasn't a big Friends watcher. Obviously, we know the show and I've seen it, obviously. But it was good seeing them. They all look good, especially Jennifer Aniston, of course. But they all look good. So, you know.
Was it worth watching?
I think it was good. If you're a fan.
For someone who never watched the show like religiously, I thought it was a nice visit back. It was a nice reunion. But I will say this, was a lot of plastic surgery in the room. Even some of them, there was a lot of plastic surgery.
Well, you know the one that played Chandler, so apparently I didn't realize I guess he had a drug problem.
Oh yeah. Some of the seasons he got like skinny, got heavy.
Well, they're saying that he seemed bloated on the reunion show. Like there were a lot of the fans were saying that he seemed like he might be back doing substances.
No, that's not what that was. That's called fillers. Fillers.
Well, the producer said it was great seeing him and he did a great job. But you know, they got paid a lot of money. They got paid a lot of money to do that reunion.
Nice.
So one of the things that people don't know about Friends, real quick, you only have friends because there was Living Single.
Yep.
People don't understand that Living Single came first, and basically the producers at NBC basically said, we want to wipe that. And that's basically how you got Friends.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it was good. It was good. So God bless. They're all here. They all look good. So plastic surgery and all. But thank you guys for letting us know what to spend our money on, what not to. Have a great week. And we'll see you again next Monday, okay?
All right. Thanks a lot.
Good night.
Right back after this.